Hi friends, good morning, happy Saturday. How's everyone doing today? Greetings from my kitchen. In the same spot I was sitting last night, but I swear I went to bed. I suppose I could have cleaned myself up first before getting on here, but here's your girl keeping it real. I have a question for my bipolar 1 or 2 friends out there, and who's taking Lamictal. Obviously I've Googled the fuck out of it and driven myself crazy with WebMD, I can speak, etc. But I wanted to know from people I actually know who are on it if you, never mind the rash. I know that's like a really overt symptom of Stevens-Johnson syndrome, and I knew somebody in rehab that had that, but hers was from phenobarbital. Terrible, terrible issue. That woman's lips were swollen shut with blisters. Her eyes were swollen shut. She was hospitalized for a long time. She actually sued the rehab. Wow, ADD. Okay, tangent. What was I saying? I wanted to know who takes Lamictal, and if you get any of the headache symptoms or swollen glands. Of course, I'm being neurotic, and I'm thinking like aseptic meningitis. I always go to that place in my mind. Michael's always scolding me for it. He's like, you're always catastrophizing. What's wrong with you? And I'm like, that's why I see you. What's wrong with me? Anyway, I have this headache on one side of my head that does not go away with Excedrin migraine, with ibuprofen, with aspirin. I don't really feel like going all the way to my neurologist for that because she'll probably just give me more shots in my neck. But it almost feels like TMJ because like right along here, it really, really is tender. And when I swallow, it hurts over here. And I feel like my glands are swollen. I have no fever. Now, the headache could also be menopause, tiredness, stress, TMJ, like I said, allergies. But I took an allergy pill yesterday. I'm drinking bulletproof coffee, which I should have put in the blender because the coconut oil rises to the top. And it's kind of gross. But I guess I should call the psych nurse practitioner and say what's the deal with Lamictal. But she comes across as one of these. I want to say doctor, but she's not. She's a nurse practitioner. Let's say NP to keep it easy. She's one of these NPs who is very like, oh, poo-poo, about the whole side effects thing. She's the one that wanted to put me on Seroquel, Abilify, something that I can't pronounce for nightmares, Ambien. Like I would be a walking, rattling pill bottle. I like to take the minimum amount of anything. So right now it's just 50 milligrams of Lamictal a day, which I know she's going to want to titrate up to 100. And when I was in therapy a couple of years ago, they got me on 200. And I don't really remember how I felt on that because I think I took myself off of it because I was still drinking. Anyway, who's on Lamictal? Did anyone get swollen glands from it or headaches, especially like in the beginning of the regimen? Maybe this is a little bit of keto flu. It could be so many things, but I just feel shitty and I have to work 8 hours today, which isn't that bad. But I don't want to just keep taking a ton of over-the-counter meds for this headache. It's in one spot. It's like right here. It hurts when I even press on it. And like over here, just, I don't know. The sunlight streaming in is too much for me. I think my videos are like increasingly boring. It seems like nobody watches them. 2 or 3 people comment. And I value you. I'm not trying to say like I don't value you, but I remember one time I was in a chat room with somebody, like a live stream, and I kept talking to her, like, hey girl, what's up? And she wasn't answering me, and I said, why aren't you talking to me? And she goes, I'm waiting for more people to get here. And I was like, why the fuck can't you talk to me? That always stuck out in my mind. I dipped out of there pretty damn quick. I just know that sometimes due to phone settings, a lot of you guys don't even see my videos, or you only see a couple at a time. Sometimes the comments don't even show up. I don't know. I know you're going to lecture me. Open up your laptop. Stop being scared of it. Go to YouTube on the laptop and maybe adjust the settings there. I think I need my son to come over and give me another tutorial. But Wow, this is 5 minutes of me just totally rambling. All right, like I said, I'm going to take a shower. It looks like it's beautiful out, but it's going to be very humid. Those are the clothes I'm going to wear today. Dishes are done except for a couple little mugs and all the shit I have to put away. Later on, I'm going to show you my living room because I'm very proud of that. I keep looking over here because there's people like right in front of my house, but I think they're trying to get over the fence to go in the lake. I'm halfway through the clothing project, and it's great. It's great to cull out clothing, not only because it feels good to declutter, but because when you haven't looked at your clothing in a long time, because you've fallen into a rut or you've gained weight or whatever, changed jobs, you look at all your old clothes and you're like, oh, I forgot I had that. I do like that. It's like shopping in your closet. And I found a couple of tops yesterday that I was actually looking for. They were in garbage bags on my porch, y'all. Because for a while there, that was how I was cleaning. It was just going in my bedroom, filling up a garbage bag, and like putting it on my porch. I know, I'm nuts. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I'm lazy. But it feels good to be getting things done. Even though I'm always tired, at the same time, I'm also having a little more energy because I just think I'm kind of happier. I don't know. I'm happy to be losing weight with keto. I'm happy to be in therapy. I'm happy that my relationship with my kids is fairly decent. It's still a little strained with my daughter, but I have to learn to let that go. She's on her own journey. She's reacting to things the way she's going to react. My visit with my son was awesome. He's like an incredibly easy person to get along with. Very smart, quiet, introverted. He's one of those guys where when he says something, it's carefully considered and it's a bombshell of wisdom. He's very profound. I've been quoting him since he was 9. I remember, because I was a fairly active alcoholic when the kids were little. Unfortunately, it's one of the huge remorses of my life. But my son talks about it with me a lot. And he goes, I know it's a disease and I blame the disease. I don't blame you for my residual, issues with it. And he goes, I don't resent you. So it's a little bit different with my daughter. But I said all that to say what? Oh, quoting my son. He was 9 and he came over one time and I think he was staying with his dad at the time. My house was a mess because of my bipolar depression and probably drinking. And I was apologizing and saying, oh, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry for the mess. Excuse me, that's disgusting. I blame the keto coffee. Don't park in front of my house, moron. He said, Mom, if things can get messed up, they can get cleaned up. Basic, right? But I was like, oh yeah, this doesn't have to be permanent. I don't have to live in a mess. I'll feel better pretty soon and I'll be able to pick up or clean up or do one corner at a time or one small room at a time. I've never lived in a big house. There's never a reason to be this overwhelmed. My cottage, as I've told you, is a porch, a living room, tiny bedroom, tiny kitchen, and a bathroom. No attic, no basement, 2 closets in the whole house. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed. This is going on 10 minutes, guys, and I feel like it's just gratuitous talking to hear myself speak. I'm going to go. I'm going to take a shower. I was going to try to sleep some more, but I'm not going to be able to. Try to go to bed early tonight. Bye, guys. I love you. Have a wonderful Saturday. Talk to you soon.